Hello everyone and welcome to The Scoop, the show that highlights passions all over SoCal. My name is Kyle Lee and let's quickly take a look at what's to come. First, we'll dive into the world of collegiate gaming. After that, we'll learn more about life as an athlete at a community college. And finally, we'll share a good laugh with our comical news show, The Orange. As video games evolve and become more competitive, so does the community. The first version of esports appeared in the mid-70s when a bunch of players set up tournaments using classic video game cabinets. Since then, esports has blossomed into a respectable market worth over $1 billion. In fact, it's become such a respectable esport that it was given full medal status in the 2022 Asian Olympic Games in 2023, meaning esports players competed for gold medals just like any other Olympic sport. To learn more about this growing subject, we went to Irvine Valley College and got to know an esports player in their program to find out what it takes to make it.
We're heading over to our sister school, IVC, to highlight their esports program. Their esports arena is located in the rear of the Student Activity Center building at IVC, open to students, faculty, and potential recruits, including high school and college students from other schools. The games offered are fully supported varsity titles with dedicated coaches, which include League of Legends, Overwatch 2, Splatoon 3, Rainbow Six Siege, and Valorant. Today we'll be learning about one of the coaches for the Valorant team, Vlad Bondarev. He began his journey in middle school when he first started playing CSGO.
It was on my MacBook Pro. I used to play on the carpet with no mouse pad, with a mouse that could barely even work, and from then on I just fell in love with it.
Vlad began playing Valorant when it came out in 2020 and has constantly stayed in the high-ranked leaderboards in Northern America, even reaching the top 200. Since then, he's become in-game leader for the varsity Valorant team. To quickly sum up the game, Valorant is a 5v5 team-based shooter. There's an attacker side and defense side. The objective for attackers is to plant a spike at a bomb site, which will result in a win if it blows up after 45 seconds, or if they kill all defenders, or if the 1 minute and 40-second match timer runs out. Contrary to physical sports, Vlad practices with his team every Friday from their own homes on their own PC setups.
Where we look out for each other, even when we're angry at each other, we know that we don't really mean it, and it's all just a game at the end of the day. We all love each other.
One would think that being away from teammates while practicing may result in low performance and weak team cooperation. But there's a simple solution for this.
Staying consistent, really. I feel like that's just the key to getting better at the game and progressing as a team.
Vlad is considered an athlete in esports due to the mental strength and endurance required to remain in a competitive environment. Even though esports does not require much physical challenges to begin with, it is still important to stay healthy. Vlad regularly goes on hikes to enjoy the nature and improve his mental health.
You need exercise even though you're just playing out there on your keyboard and mouse.
Vlad also frequently hangs out with his team members, which creates an inseparable bond between them, creating unforgettable memories for years to come.
My God, the experience I've been getting, it's definitely something to be grateful for. Not many colleges get the experienced players that we got, and our coach as well. He's been amazing. For a community college with not much payment going into our progression and development, he's been very amazing.
Vlad also got the opportunity to coach the esports female binary team.
I'm happy with what IVC has. Yeah, I would definitely wish we had more recognition and more people in this community, but it's been great so far, and could definitely get better, but I'm content with how it is right now.
If you're interested in trying out for the esports program, visit the IVC class schedule and look for IA 101 Intercollegiate Electronic Sports. If you feel like you need a little more practice, there's also IA 1A Intercollegiate Sports Off-Season Training. And don't forget to check out the esports arena.
So the coach for the team sees how you play. If you're good enough and you have the skill set to make the team, then you make it. If you don't, then you may play as a substitute. It's all organized. You know, you can meet new friends. You can have a better experience in the game because everyone's there with the same goal, to win.
While esports and traditional sports may be a little bit different from each other, what's most important to remember from each is the passion and skills you find yourself learning along the way. Thanks again, Vlad. We hope you and your team have a bright future in the esports profession. If you're interested in following IVC's esports teams, check out @IVC_esports on Instagram to stay up to date. Along with that, don't forget to check out their website, ivc.edu/esports. On the topic of sports, I love to watch baseball. It's something that's really competitive to get into, like esports. There are about 1,600 baseball programs in colleges across America, with there being about 35,000 collegiate baseball players active right now. For comparison, since the MLB was formed in 1876, only 23,000 players have ever played in the major leagues ever. Join me as I get to sit down with Saddleback starting pitcher Dylan Blakey in an exclusive interview about his dream to become a professional baseball player. After that, we'll get to learn more about the program he's in when we take a deeper dive into the team with head coach Summer McCartney. As a big baseball fan myself, I really enjoy learning a lot about the program we have here. Without further ado, let's jump to the interview. Hello and welcome to our studio. It's a pleasure having you here today. Do you mind introducing yourself real quick?
My name is Dylan Blakey and I'm a pitcher at Saddleback College.
Awesome. And how long have you been pitching for Saddleback College?
I've been pitching here for 2 years.
Awesome. And let's dive a little bit into beyond you as an athlete, you're actually a student athlete, which means you have a lot more responsibilities than just an athlete, right?
Yes.
As a student athlete, how do you juggle all your responsibilities?
Managing your time effectively is probably the most important thing. As a student athlete, you have to balance practices and weights and games and traveling too. So making sure you're on top of all of your assignments and classes is very important.
That must be difficult. That sounds like a lot. And you said outside of practice, you guys have weight training as well?
Yes.
So you guys still do weightlifting and you guys have to travel for the games?
Yes.
So not all the games are held here?
Nope.
Wow, so you really have to be on top of time management, huh? You got to get to bed on time every day.
Yes.
That is incredible. Do you have any kind of goals with your career towards this sport?
Yes. My end goal would be to play baseball professionally.
Play professionally. That is a full-time commitment. So you have to juggle school, balance your life, practice, weight train. How do you stay motivated?
I want to be the best player I can be. I'm very competitive in nature, and I just want to do it as long as I can.
And do the coaches here really help you out and support you with that?
Yes, the coaches here have a lot of knowledge and expertise. Some of them have even played baseball professionally themselves, and just having those coaches on your side is very helpful.
Wow, and the facilities here, you would say they're good too?
Yes.
Incredible. And just to wrap it up, what would you say is your favorite thing about baseball?
My favorite thing would be the players I've played with and met this year and last year, just being competitive with them and building lifelong friendships.
That's amazing. So I am hearing that it is a team sport and you do really enjoy the people here.
Yes.
It's awesome. Well, thank you so much for answering my questions today. I really appreciated having you on set. As for you at home, sit tight because we have a special segment centered around Saddleback baseball coming up. We're going to be talking to head coach Summer McCartney and taking a deeper look into baseball at Saddleback College.
Welcome to Doug Fritz Field, the home of Saddleback College's baseball team. The team has been led by head coach Summer McCartney since 2012, and they've won 3 conference titles since then. Last year, the program produced one of the greatest seasons in school history. They won 38 games, the most since 1998, and made it to the championship game where they placed as the state runner-up. During their games, the Bobcats stay focused and locked in to win. However, after the game, each player has a job to maintain the field. Here is Coach McCartney explaining their field situation.
We have one groundskeeper that takes care of our field. So when it rains, like we got yesterday and this morning, like we do the field work and we set the tarp out and pull it and all that stuff.
So we dump the water and then we have to fold up the tarp.
Since Saddleback is a community college, the baseball program has to resort to doing most of the work itself to keep the program running. Things like raising money for travel expenses, cleaning up the field, and taking trash to the dumpsters are just a few examples of what the players have to do outside of the sport.
Guys learn to appreciate taking care of the field. Or they hate it and they don't tell me. Yeah.
Another curveball the team has to face is the difficulty of fitting baseball into their daily lives. All players are enrolled in classes, while some also take on part-time jobs just to afford living in the expensive Southern Orange County area. This is not to mention that their dedicated coaching staff invests months of time into each season while not being paid much.
We have stipends that we have to divide up. I mean, the amount we pay them, it's not enough, so they all have other jobs, right?
Regardless, Saddleback has managed to make the playoffs in 8 seasons under Coach McCartney. When asked why he thinks they've seen success, this is what he had to say.
I've been fortunate to have really good humans. I mean, that's about having good people.
In the beginning of his tenure, being the competitor that he is, Coach McCartney wanted to win championships. But as time went on, he realized winning wasn't as big of a priority for his players as it was for him. While some coaches would keep winning as their top priority, Coach decided to take a different route with his coaching style.
I changed my goals my perspective after like my second year of coaching. Like, okay, if my goal is to help you get better so that you can transfer, and that's your goal, then we have a mutual goal and we're on the same page.
Interestingly enough, this is when Saddleback Baseball started to see success under Coach McCartney. After missing out on the playoffs in his first year of coaching, McCartney's team went to the playoffs 6 years in a row.
But yeah, it's all about developing your players, and then winning is a byproduct of it.
Part of the reason Coach McCartney was able to change his perspective on coaching at Saddleback is because he once was in the same position his players are in now. Coming out of high school, McCartney wanted to play baseball at university, but...
You know, my single mom raised 3 boys, and there wasn't a lot of extra money, and so I decided to go the junior college route, and it was the best decision I made.
Although it wasn't as glamorous as a university, he believes the experience gave him what he needed to advance his college career.
I learned so much in those 2 years in junior college. It was amazing. Yeah, it changed my life.
Afterwards, he transferred to UC Riverside and earned a bachelor's degree before he would be drafted as a professional baseball player for the Florida Marlins. While being a professional baseball player is the dream for many of these athletes, community college gives them an opportunity to transfer and earn a bachelor's degree elsewhere, with Coach McCartney being one good example of that. Coach McCartney is able to pass on his experience through the program at Saddleback, helping hundreds of people transfer to 4-year universities.
Really, that's why we do it. I mean, really, it's seeing guys move on to bigger and better things, and knowing that we played a part in that process is awesome. That's why it's so rewarding, I think.
In 2024, Coach McCartney's team hopes to play in May for a 3rd straight year. As for his players, they continue to grind at Saddleback until they eventually get an opportunity to advance elsewhere. As for Coach himself, he doesn't plan on leaving anytime soon.
I don't feel like I need to go at a higher level to be a better coach, is what I'm saying. Like, I feel, yeah, I'm content here. Yeah, if that makes sense.
Thanks again to Coach McCartney and Dylan Blakey for sitting down with us. Whether you love baseball or not, they do, and I'm glad they're pursuing their dreams. If you guys want to catch their next game, check out their Instagram at Saddleback College Baseball to find out when they play next. Good luck, team. For now, we're going to take a quick break, but stay tuned with us because we have more in store when we come back. Welcome back. Once again, I'm Kyle Lee, here to give you the scoop. After watching a couple serious segments and exploring the joys of some, let's switch up the tone with something fun. In order to do this, we created a comedic news segment called The Orange. Inspired by the likes of The Onion, this segment is not meant to be taken seriously as it is packed with satirical situations around Saddleback's campus. This segment was created by our very own Saddleback TV crew and is our way of sharing our passion for comedy for all of you at home. We hope The Orange offers a lighter and more entertaining perspective on Saddleback and is able to provide a refreshing break for those who enjoy humor and satire. You never know what might happen around campus today, so sit back, relax, get ready to gossip about the latest news at the top of the hour. Live from Saddleback College, this is The Orange with Tommy Wilkinson and Madeline Johnson.
Good morning.
Another day. Oh my gosh. Okay. Good evening, everyone. It's great to have you back. I'm Tommy Wilkinson.
And I'm Madeline Johnson. We're here filming in Saddleback's very own state-of-the-art studio to give you the scoop on what's happening around Saddleback College's campus.
This is going to be an exciting show, so be sure to stay tuned. Now let's go to our top story tonight.
Our top story tonight involves some trouble at the counseling office when a student impersonated a counselor. Students over the winter break found it strange that their counselor, who had been identified as Jack Conman, had set them up for failure by putting them in the wrong classes.
The Orange correspondent Nick Newsguy is joining us live on the scene with more information. What's happening over there, Nick?
Tommy, students have been frustrated to find out that something like this is happening right here on campus. Over the past year, many students have been taking classes they didn't even need for their major just because they were told to. Here at Saddleback's counseling office, faculty workers are getting a higher number of callers every day regarding their classes that was recommended by a fake counselor. We interviewed a faculty worker, and this is what they had to say.
You see a lot of things. You know, we have hundreds of students walking through that door every day. I didn't see him posing as one of our own. He'd walk into the counselor's office. I didn't think anything about it.
When students found out about the fake counselor, they demanded the school give them the right classes on their transcripts for passing grades. The school then responded by shutting down the counseling office indefinitely. Here's what the students had to say about that.
Yeah, I can't believe the school's doing this. I bought a book for one of my classes and I tried to refund it, but they wouldn't give it to me.
No, I can't believe that they shut down the counseling office. I mean, how am I supposed to transfer? It's no wonder why I haven't heard back from Harvard yet.
You know, after taking the classes that Jack recommended for me, I think he was onto something. I might just change my major after all.
Jack's a good friend of mine. When I heard that he was putting people in random classes, I asked him if he could put me in Film 3. So I talked to Jack and I looked at him and I said, "Hey, Jack, can you put me in Film 3? And he looked at me and he said no.
Yeah, I think that Jack guy, he's totally innocent and shouldn't be charged at all. It just seems like it's a simple misunderstanding.
Jack has been arrested and expelled from Saddleback College, and he's potentially facing up to 1 year in jail time or up to a $10,000 fine. We even had one student tell us that she was told to take a swimming class in order to get her BA in business. Well, that's all we have for you today. I'm Nick Newsguy. Back to you, Tommy.
All right, thank you for that report, Nick. I can't believe they didn't know what classes they were taking.
In other news, CTVR chair Hiro Kanishi is under fire and has been caught up in a recent controversy. Kanishi is regarded as a tough and strict professor who doesn't give a lot of leeway to his students. But reports show recently he's been too nice to his students, going as far as helping students pay off their college tuition. We asked for an interview, but he declined, only telling us, quote, "No, that is not true. Who told you that and how'd you guys break into my office? Why is my window smashed? I'm calling the cops. Where is my cell phone? Oh, you have it. Please give it back and stop wasting my time. I have more students to yell at. Wait, what? No, I won't give you $50 for your parking tickets. Stop asking. If you report this, I'm going to sue." End quote.
All right. We'll be back shortly after this commercial break. We're not going to be sued, are we?
Sale, sale, sale. Brushing babies are on sale. Hey everybody, I'm the Brushing Baron, and yep, you heard that right. The Brushing Baby is experiencing a sale. Everything must go. I'm selling the rest of my shoes, my mom, and well, the very last Brushing Baby right here.
Wait, what? You're finally gonna sell me?
Girl, I thought you wanted to leave. I'm doing that for you. Please don't make me sad again. You know I don't want to sell the rest of Brushing Baby. You know I don't want to sell you.
I know. You've told me this many times, even when you became homeless.
Hey, let's not talk about that. Let's remind our viewers of the great wonders of the Brushing Baby. Remember when you used to clean for me? Huh? Remember how you gave me all those unlicensed therapy sessions? Now all you do is talk about how you want to get away from me. You remind me of my ex-wife a little bit. Actually, you remind me of her a lot.
This is exactly why I wanted to leave your ass.
There's my ex-wife again. Brushing baby, I know you want to leave, and I literally have nowhere to go anymore. I spent the last of my money to secure this commercial, and I don't know what I'm going to eat tonight. Even after all of that, I keep thinking about how much I don't want to let you go. But I know I have to. And that's why this brushing baby is on sale. Get them now while you can. This baby is half off, now only $499,999.99. Don't forget to call 1-800-HELP-PAY Brushing Baron's rent by buying a brushing baby. To buy this here baby, wait, we got a purchase for the last brushing baby.
Oh, please don't start crying.
Goodbye.
Screw this. I'm going home.
We interrupt this program with breaking news. A student has just stolen equipment from the W building, which sits next to the baseball field. We're going to go live at the scene where we have our correspondent, Nick, news guy. Nick, can you tell us what's going on?
Of course, Tommy. I'm here in front of Building W, where there's been reports of a man stealing some CTVR equipment. This very expensive equipment, is usually used to loan out to Saddleback students for their student films. Reports suggest that the man has been entering the building while it was left unattended and leaving through that door right there. In fact, I think that's him right there. Let's go get a report. Come on. Sir, excuse me. Why have you been stealing equipment from CTVR?
Stealing equipment? What?
There have been reports of a man taking equipment from this building.
Well, your reporting is bogus. I requested this here this morning.
Well, don't you know you have to wait 24 hours or get faculty approval to take the equipment?
Wait, what?
Your professor didn't tell you? In fact, security is on their way right now.
Hey, what are you doing with that gear? You get down. Let's go.
Sir, please. Let's continue. How does it feel to be tackled and arrested?
You broke my arm.
All right. Well, it looks like our story is all wrapped up. Back to you, Madeline.
All right, thanks for that great reporting. Wow, did you look at how security handled that situation?
I sure did. Saddleback has the finest security of any other college.
We're going to take a short break, but coming up later, we have a story about a student fighting back against car break-ins. He goes around the parking lot telling people to leave their cars unlocked, and he'll be sure to watch it to make sure no one steals anything. We'll be right back.
Nuke! Made with nuclear radiation provided by our donors to help reduce nuclear waste. It's the world's best nuclear infusion beverage. All the cool kids are drinking it. Why aren't you? The only drink you'll ever need in your life.
I'm Hackerman with bodacious info about Nuke. Don't be a nerd and catch the new wave. Don't worry about the additives, GMOs, or any of that crap. We nuke the hell out of it. This is totally 100% natural and will guarantee you abilities. Let me show you how it works with our 5 explosive flavors. Our Red Life Serum gets its radiation from our donors over at Miskatonic University, which gives you more focus, allowing one to study for longer periods without burnout. Perfect for college students. Our Atomic Goji gets its radiation from our donors in Hollow Earth. It gives you a boost of energy to accomplish any task at hand. Perfect for athletes.
Feels like my feet are burning.
Our Shroomy Resonary gets its radiation from our donors from studying a meteor from space. Gives you a spark of creativity, gain thought energy from far beyond the norm. Perfect for artists. Our Yellow Fusion gets its radiation from our donors over at Argo Industry. It helps eliminate toxins, allows one to quickly pass drug tests. Perfect for addicts. Our Zapping Pumpkin is our only non-radioactive drink thanks to our donors over at Silver Shamrock. It gives you that nostalgic feeling that you've been looking for. Perfect for children. See all the wonderful abilities you can gain? Wow. Be sure to purchase your nuke today! Oh no, they're coming to get me. Make it stop!
0 calories. Unbelievable refreshing flavor. You can't believe that nuclear waste taste. Don't believe us? Go ahead. Drink a nuke.
Welcome back, folks. We are joined by a student here at Saddleback College who has just created a new app that does all your homework for you. Good evening, David. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
I just noticed your last name is Common. You wouldn't happen to be related to Jack Common, would you?
Yeah, that's my cousin.
You know, your cousin told me to take TV Production 1 as a prerequisite for water polo.
Hey, man, what happened to Jack is a total misunderstanding. Could happen to anybody, and nobody got hurt.
So, David, text JPT. What is this app and what can it do?
Well, this app can do just about any type of homework you tell it to do. It can write essays for you, it can tell you the summary and key points in books and movies that you have to read or watch in class.
That's fantastic. How does it all work?
Well, you tell the app what you want it to do, and it sends the request to someone I've hired for cheap labor, and it does the work for you.
Wait, so this is a real person that is doing the homework? Where do you find these people?
Well, Craigslist and messaging boards. I usually go for people in foreign countries to do it because it's so inexpensive. That goes without saying. The app, yes, it is free, and you don't have to pay a penny.
I see it's free, but how do you make revenue if the app is free?
Well, when you first sign up, it asks for your email and phone number, but it's programmed to look up your bank account with the phone number that you used, and it takes all your info. It's simple.
Wait, I just signed up for this app today.
Yep, thanks.
But you're going to give me my money back. Like.
Well, the money's already been taken offshore, so can't do anything about that.
Give me my money!
You're not getting it back. Mine's gone now.
Thank you so much for joining us, folks. It's been great to have you here. I'm Madeline Johnson. Thank you, and have a good night.
Download the app. Download the app. Give me your money.
Get back here! Give me my money back!
Things may not exactly happen in real life like they did in Orange, but I think this segment serves as a great reminder for us students to be more responsible as a whole. Well, folks, unfortunately, that's all we have time for today. We learned more about esports with Vlad Bondarev. We got an inside look at Saddleback baseball. And finally, we got to have a great laugh with each other thanks to the Orange. I want to give a big thank you to all the students and staff involved with the production of this episode of The Scoop. Lastly, I'd like to thank you, the viewer, for learning with us. I hope that this show has inspired you to pursue your own creative project. As for me, Kyle Lee, I'm your host, and we'll see you next time on The Scoop. Bye-bye now.